Hello again, it's Rachel from Sage. How are you today? Happy New Year, everybody. So I've just tinted and tidied up my brows a little bit. I just tweeze now because I'm using tretinoin, so I can't wax my eyebrows anymore. So I just have to tweeze, and I've somewhat laminated them. I didn't do the full thing. I didn't leave it on for the whole time, so I'm a little bit red there, as you can see, but other than that, we're good to go. And today's video is a get ready with me featuring drugstore, what we call in Australia pharmacy, or supermarket classics. So shopping my stash, I encourage you to shop yours as well. Let's get started. I'm going in with an underused product in my collection, Revlon Color Stay Eyeshadow Primer. Looks like that. It is a slightly slippy consistency, much more slippy than my usual MAC paint pot. But there is some color correcting elements, so I wouldn't recommend this for people with oily eyelids. It is extremely emollient. If you are drier, mature skin, have texture, then this is probably perfect for you. Now, you'd think I have dry eyelids, but I really don't. I just have texture, and the MAC paint pot does prepare the surface for shadow so well. But this is okay, it's dried down already. Okay, so it's, not too bad. Okay, let's proceed. My face primer today is a classic, the L'Oreal Magique base. It's quite used, as you can see. I do really enjoy this. So I get about that much. Now this is a classic silicone based primer, so you will see a blurring effect as soon as I put it on. This was out of stock, or they discontinued it for a few years, I think, and now I suppose TikTok has made it trendy again and it's back, and it really is good. It really is, if you don't mind that silicone component. You can see that blurring effect already, can't you? Yes, I've got a few blemishes today, but that's life, isn't it? Going to use one of my favorite single shadows here, the L'Oreal Mono Matte in Force. Good pan there, isn't there? So let me just grab my brush. This is a terrific one and done shade and formula. These shadows I've recently seen for half price at Chemist Warehouse, and they are extremely good quality. They are made in Italy. They are cream to powder almost, like there's no fallout there at all. And you can see how pigmented they are and how quickly they work. Now, to buy them at full price, I think they're about $13 or $14 in Australia, which ain't cheap, is it? But if you can, order online or get to a Chemist Warehouse. I cannot recommend this formula enough. I think I've got every shade that I can get my hands on. I have the black, I have a midnight color, midnight blue. I have several browns because you can do a whole eye look with a brown, with even one brown. I have some that are not matte, some that are a satin finish. and I love them all. I've got some pink ones too. Okay, I'll just do the center lid now. You can see there is a satiny, there's a slight sheen, but super easy. No fallout whatsoever. Great for traveling with, like perfect to travel with actually. Right, let's go under there a little bit, do a bit of a smoke. Now typically I'd add another deeper shade there for a bit more depth and dimension. But an eye look in under 3 minutes, or an eyeshadow look, I haven't done mascara or anything yet, in under 3 minutes, that's pretty good I reckon. Right, this really is a classic, and I repurchased this again recently because I want to try it and see if it's the same. I must say the packaging is different to what I remember. Max Factor Masterpiece Max. I think this is the 2000 calorie formula. I may not be right there. But anyway, I haven't used a Max Factor mascara in 20 something years. And I used to use the Calorie 2000 all the time. So this is black, I think. No, it's not, it's black brown. Yeah, black brown, which I do really like. That's a nice skinny wand. You can see the black, it's more brown than black, isn't it? Right, let's do it. This is supposed to be a volumizing mascara, and I have literally just taken the sticky tape off it, you know, those security tags. So it's fluttery, I'd say. Now I tend to be not minding clumping too much. I tend to really like quite a lot of drama with the eyelashes. So this is a very natural looking finish so far. One coat. Let me do that way. See if I can build it up a bit. And mascara tends to be better after about a week, I find. Right, let's dip in again and do the other side. Not a huge amount of product coming out onto the wand. This wand reminds me of the MAC Stack wand actually. It's got different bristles on either side. And I don't know, is it buildable? I don't know yet. At full price, this is nearly a $30 mascara, but I didn't pay that much for it. I was at Big W, which is an Australian discount store, variety store, and they had a lot of makeup discounted in the Boxing Day sales, post-Christmas sales. And Max Factor was one of the ranges. And I thought, time to try a Max Factor mascara again. Max Factor, I believe, is not readily available in the US. But obviously, the UK, it is a UK brand, and has always been in Australia, which I find quite curious because we don't often get, there's a lot of brands we don't get here, just being so far away from manufacturing, etc. Is it building? I don't know. Okay, that will do for now. Let's see how it goes and if I can build a bit more up later on. So Going in with the Rimmel Glam Eyes Dip Liner, Professional Liquid Liner in Brown Velvet, one of my favorites. Love this. This is, I don't know how many of these I've gone through now. Very, very, very fine brush. And even if you're a little bit ham-fisted, doesn't matter because it's such a fine tip. It's quite a nice mid-tone brown. Deep enough. You know I love my liner. I'll sharpen that up with some concealer and so forth later. Okay, that's not too bad. You can see it's still a little bit wet, takes a moment or two to dry, but that's it. I'm going to try with a bit more mascara, see if I can build it up a bit. Maybe in a week or so I can. It's not resistant though, like it hasn't dried to the point where it's crunchy and you can't do anything at all. So perhaps there is some buildability there. Let me know if you're using a Max Factor mascara these days. I just had some Vaseline on my lips. I've just taken that off. I've got an Essence lip liner here, and the colour is Soft and Precise Lip Pencil on Honey Leslie. Oh, I don't know how you say that. It's supposed to be honestly, but it's honey, a play on words on honey. I just chipped my mirror. You can see there's not much of this one left. I'm finding it hard to get Essence now. Here in Australia. I think they're just so popular overseas that they just don't have enough stock to send here. Okay. That needs to sharpen. Now, I absolutely love this L'Oreal packaging. Isn't it stunning? It looks so luxury. So this is Color Riche formula in 110. Okay. This is new. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. Just so luxurious. quite a deep shade, especially for me. Hopefully it'll work out with the rest of the makeup. Yeah, it's been a while since I used this one. This is L'Oreal True Match in 4N Beige. It's one of my all-time favorites. Very light liquid formula. L'Oreal make truly great foundations. There is no question about it. And I don't think I've ever found a person that I can't match a shade with. My deeper skin tone clients, they're covered. My fair petals, they're also covered. And look at this finish. It's a natural finish. The coverage is medium. Buildable to medium. You won't get full coverage with it, but most people don't really want that anyway. I think as far as, and I say drugstore, it's not actually drugstore price, is it? A bottle of this is at full price in Australia, about $40 now. Maybe it's slightly more. Because I would not pay full price when you can get it on sale at, you know, the discount pharmacies or the supermarket. Virtually every week, one or the other has a sale. L'Oreal's just such a huge brand. I mean, they own like half the beauty industry, don't they? When I was in Paris, I went to the headquarters of L'Oreal. It was like boarding the mothership. I was very excited to be there. I snuck in. There was a security guard and he was having a cigarette break. And I snuck in and stood in the foyer for about a minute, just going, hello, looking at the glorious chandelier and thinking, oh, wow. And for me, that was exciting. My husband was like, what are you doing? What is that place? And I said, that's L'Oreal. He's like, he had no idea what I was talking about. Okay, so I'm just going to tidy up my lip line here. I'm going to lighten up that lip colour with a Colourpop Super Shock Shadow Asta. I know in the Northern Hemisphere, this is readily available. I like that better. So I'm taking that Super Shock Shadow from Colourpop and using it as an inner corner highlight. In the wider makeup community, this is a classic product. And budget prices. So I bought these direct from America. We can't get Colourpop here. And so I took advantage of the free international shipping, and they worked out quite a good price. They've still got that deal going for a little while longer, I think. That's beautiful. Super easy to use. Pop a bit on the center. Why not? It's quite a glass-like feel to it. I think there's an emollient, fairly oily base there as well. That's nice. Okay, so let's do some bronzer and blush. Flower Beauty Concealer. This is the Light Illusion in, I don't know what the shade is, but it's probably light. Probably light. Perhaps a little too light. Oh yeah, gee. I've forgotten how impactful this concealer is. Geez, it dries quickly. It's not an overly hot day, even though it's midsummer here. Yeah, this is too light for my skin at the moment, but we're going with it because it is a makeup drugstore classic product, and that is the theme of this video, so we're going with it. Oh, it really does dry down fast. This is like self-setting. Good coverage. I haven't used it in ages. Yeah, that's like self-setting. I don't like to put too much there because the harsh lines just are not nice, I don't think, on me. All right. I don't even think I need to set that, but I will. I'll be back in a second. Maybelline Lasting Fix. Haven't used this in a while. Just going to use this brush. This is really good powder, and it certainly does make your makeup last. I didn't need to be any lighter, did I? I'll have to get the bronzer. And warm my face back up. Didn't even, only dipped in once. L'Oreal again, Wild Bronze Glow. La Terra is this shade, which is called 01 Light Bronze. Look at the size of the pan. Absolutely huge. Good colour. Oof, thank you. Get a bit of warmth back in my skin now. Classic blush. Guess what it is? Milani Luminoso. Of course. Will I ever hit pan on this? Will I ever? Who knows? So good. And even if you have texture, because it's not glittery, it just provides that glow and a little bit of peachy goodness. And this is the colour of the year according to that Pantone, whatever that is. Colour of the year, whoever decides that, somebody. Peach Fuzz. So this is right back into that warm sphere, away from the, what was last year's, sort of a sea green. Or was that the year before? I don't know. But I took particular note of this year because I thought, oh, that means all the peach blushes will be back in. There we go. So I've turned my lights right down, put my glasses on. Sorry about that shine there. Hopefully you can see that the makeup, I've done my high pony. So those of you that are heading back to work, this might be an encouragement for you to shop your stash, check out the drugstore or pharmacy or supermarket classics again, because they are still amazing. That L'Oreal foundation, what can I say? It will always be a favourite. The lip colour, well, I struggle with lipsticks anyway because of my vertical lines, and that's why I mostly wear gloss. But it's a beautiful colour and a lot of you could wear it, I know. There it is. Have a great day, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. No scammers. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.